Look at this little beauty. We made a carrot cake cupcake. And I think it's wonderful. I really do. My entire house smells like fall right now, and I love that. So if you want an exciting aroma through your home and an outrageously delicious pastry to eat, just follow me, come on, let's go. We're gonna make them right now. Good morning, this is Grandma Roseanne. We're going to make carrot cake cupcakes. If you want to make a carrot cake, just put it in a different mold. But I like the cupcakes because I cook for myself. So if I make a cake, what do I do with all of it? And if I make cupcakes, I can freeze them and they come out perfect if I feel like I need something sweet around 9 o'clock at night. So let's get to it. It's super, super easy. Anybody can do this. If you have children that like to cook, they can do this. In here, I have 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. Now, I don't want you to bother writing this down because I'm going to put it in the description box. So right here, I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. In that goes, and we give it a really good mix. This is the easiest cupcake you are ever gonna make. All you do is get your dry ingredients, your wet ingredients, and put them together. I mean, come on, anybody can do that. Now to this, I'm going to add 3/4 cup of brown sugar. I made this brown sugar and it's on one of my videos if you want to take a look at it. I made it like 2 weeks ago. This is packed right now, but I want you to see how still moist that is. 2 weeks ago I made that. This is a game changer for me because I am not going to go out and buy brown sugar anymore when I can make it so quickly. I just want to get, because when you do brown sugar, you know you have to pack it. So I want to make sure that it's all broken up into our ingredients here. Now we need our spices. Do you know the difference between spices and herbs? Let me tell you very quickly because people seem to confuse them. Spices come off of bark or pods or seeds. Herbs come off of plants. So now we are using spices. Cinnamon, key ingredient. I'm putting in 1½ teaspoons. If you don't like cinnamon too much, you can reduce that to 1, but we really like cinnamon. Cloves are a very, very strong spice. So I'm only putting in 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. And nutmeg. The recipe calls for 1/4 teaspoon. I have no idea how much that is. So what I do is I just do this. Whoops. I just do this until either my fingers get tired or I get to the point where I'm about to ruin my manicure. It smells so amazing right now. Oh my word. If you think you can't bake, you think I'm not a good baker, I can't do that. Honestly, this is so simple. And Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Welcome to my pumpkins. And it's right around the corner. Maybe you can do the dessert and take these beautiful cupcakes, or if you want to just make it into a cake, take a beautiful cake. Be a really nice addition to a Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, I have no idea how much that is. But it has to be enough because that's all I'm going to do because I'm down to the end. All right, we want to mix this up really well. And we're going to set that aside for just a moment. All right, now moving on to our wet ingredients, we want 4 eggs. And I like to whip these up at this point because I think it's easier to break those yolks before you put all the rest of it in. When you're doing a cake or muffins or cupcakes, you don't have to worry about overbeating anything until you put your wet and your dry together. So you can mess that up as much as you need, your dry ingredients. You can mess this up as much as you want, but when you put them together, that's when you have to be cautious. Now I have 3/4 cup of oil. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And 1/2 cup of honey. And I buy an orange blossom honey that comes from one of our local beekeepers. Oh, so delicious. We want to mix this up really well. I think it's fun when you learn to do certain things in your kitchen and then you get to use them very effectively, like the brown sugar. My whole life I went to stores and bought brown sugar. I didn't know you could make it. Oh, now I make it all the time. It takes minutes, just a couple of minutes, truly. All right, we are well mixed. I didn't mention my oven is preheating at 350. And I want all of the goodness out of there. Oh my God, this smells so good. Ugh. And now we're just going to mix it all together. That's my oven telling us we are at temperature. Look at how beautiful that is. Yay! Roseanne, you said this is carrot cake. Where are the carrots? Oh, be patient. Right here. I have 1 pound of carrots. Now, if you have a food processor, it took about 4 seconds. If you don't have a food processor, this is your next best friend, and you want to grate it on the rather large one, okay? Now we just add how many carrots? I didn't tell you that part. That's important. 1 pound of carrots, which is about 4 very large carrots. I love it when recipes are this simple and they're foolproof. There's nothing you can do here to go wrong. Nothing. I know a lot of you have said that you cook with me, which I think is great. So you run the video and then you pause it and you catch up to where I am. And I think that is a cool way of doing it. Now I'm getting my muffin tins ready, and these are the huge muffin tins. Look at, can you see the size? I don't know. Look at the size of that. It's huge. So if you want to make an impression, get the giant ones. Kids especially go a little bit nuts when they see the size of these. What are the chances of me pulling out of this the exact amount that goes in there? I should go buy a lottery ticket today. Now you do want them to be about the same size for cooking. So I think I'm about 1/2 inch from the top. Getting every last bit. So I got 8 really nice sized cupcakes out of this. I'm going to pop them in the oven. I'm going to start checking the temperature, and I think I told you it was at 350, but I'm going to start checking the temperature at like 19 minutes. and just with a toothpick to see that it comes out clean. And then we will let them cool down, and then we will make a cream cheese frosting to go on the top. So delicious. I'll see you back in about 19 minutes, or I'll see you back as soon as we come out clean. Well, our cupcakes came out of the oven and they are perfect, and my house smells like fall, which I love. So now we're gonna go ahead and make the frosting. It'll be so good. We want 1 stick of butter. And life will be much easier for you if it's softened butter. It'll just go much faster. I always keep at least 3 of these softened in my pantry, and I keep 3 of these frozen in my freezer, and the rest I keep in my refrigerator. Every recipe calls for a specific temperature of butter, and I'm always prepared. All right, 1 stick. 8 ounces, once again, of softened cream cheese. Put in there. A pinch of salt. And we are just going to whip this until it's combined. Combined and fluffy. Scrape down your sides, you know to do that. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of vanilla, but that's my teaspoon. And now we're looking for about 5 cups of powdered sugar, and I don't put it on. It's actually 4 to 5 cups. You're gonna wanna kind of watch it. I don't put it in all at once because I don't want it going all over my kitchen. And it really should be sifted. Now, I don't like sifting powdered sugar, so I put it in my Breville, and it's lump-free in like 3 seconds. We need to taste it and make sure it's okay. Oh yeah, that's okay. Now if you're doing this and you got a little overzealous and it's a little bit thick because you put in too much powdered sugar, just a couple of drops of milk will loosen this up just fine. Now comes the fun part. Isn't that just a beautiful consistency? We did good on this. Yay, we're not done. Now we want some nuts on top. I can't wait to take a taste of it. I really can. I love carrot cake. Now for the fun part. Oh, look at that! With our frosting and our nuts, walnuts on there. Oh, so delicious. Now, I have a unique way of eating a cupcake, so I'm going to show you. And I'll show you why I do it this way. If I try to do this, I really can't. I can't. My mouth isn't big enough to do the whole cupcake, and if I do a part of it, my nose might get into the frosting. Not good. So, this is what I do. I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again. I know you're thinking, this girl's crazy. No, I'm not. It works. Then you turn it upside down, and now you have something like a piece of cake with frosting in the middle. Oh, that is so perfect. Truly, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. I just don't know how you could get it any better than this delicately spiced, flavorful cupcake. So I'm going to enjoy this. I hope you enjoy it too. Let me know how it goes for you. Let me know what you do. Thank you so much for coming. Subscribe, and I'll have the ingredients below for sure. And hit the like button and come back, hit the bell. Bye.